the men just dressed as men, I guess. Oh, superstars! How are you guys? I missed you so much. I told y'all are gonna have to get used to me being on your TV screens on Sundays, or on your phone, or laptop, wherever you're watching this from. So, today I want to talk about the Shaka Ilembe premiere. But before we get into that, about episode 1. Hey, that wasn't the best episode in terms of editing, and one was that I didn't know much about copyright things, copyright videos and whatever, and being blocked. So there was actually a learning curve, so I did say, in episode 1 though, that we're learning, so nothing bad came from it, it's a learning experience. And I did say you guys are on this learning journey with me, so we are going to learn until we get to the top.
Make sure that we fill the log
all the way to the top.
Exactly, all the way to the top.
So anyway, now moving on, the outfits. We are talking about Shaka Ilembe outfits, so let's get into it. I don't know where to begin, but I will say that I actually know where to end. I'm gonna end with Nomza Mombata because I really, really love her. She's like an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Word to Wendy Williams.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
But anyway, I will start with Hope and Belly. Let's start off with a bang, because that dress, that blew me away. Like that elephant thing, yeah, I don't even know how to call it, but it actually reminded me of the Schiaparelli dress that Kylie Jenner wore with the lion's head. Like that was also amazing. Like whoever designed Hope and Bella's dress, shout out to you. Like that is, yeah, she was perfect also, in that, like she wore it, it didn't wear her. It didn't wear her. Damn. She wore it. Next up, let's talk about Yolanda. Truth be told, I love her. I do love her. But the dress, I don't know if it was, for the right occasion. Maybe, a traditional wedding, sure. But a premiere? No. Nah. It's I don't even know what to say, but I really didn't. Yeah, I didn't, it didn't, shake me, so I really am not a fan of it. But, she still looked amazing, but not for that event, sorry. Anyways, next up, let's talk about our queen, our Miss South Africa, our Miss World, Zozibini Tunzi. Now, that dress was very, very gorgeous. I actually love that, if you remove, that black fabric person thingy, it actually doubles down as a wedding dress. Like, so actually, do I think it's for the, is that the right, it was used for the right occasion? Hey, now I don't know, because now I'm looking at it like a wedding dress, but I mean, it doesn't deny the fact that she was amazing, like she, the dress is amazing, and like shout out to whoever designed it. That was a dress, yes. Now La Sizwe, I don't know, I don't think I really liked it. I mean, it looks like, like an everyday, outfit, like, I mean, I did love, like the fur kind of thing on top of the coat. But other than that, like, it just looked like, a suit, I mean, a tie, shirt, and a coat combo, so it didn't, really speak to me, didn't, call and be like, yeah, this is me. So, yeah, it looked like an everyday thing, I'm sorry. But honestly, when it comes to the gents, I don't think they really did much. I think, like, I mean, it's like, they wore like every day, what a gent would wear to an event kind of outfit, But I will say, actually, with Wise Man, I really like the detailing of his, suit. The detailing was really good. But other than that, the men just dressed as men, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, next up. Next up is JoJo. And I love JoJo. I love watching Real Housewives of Durban. I love her on there. But hey girl, I'm gonna be honest. Bodysuit ish. I did like the quote. I mean, right now you can just tell, that I'm a quote person, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like, a bodysuit, I mean, it was leopard print or whatever, so it's giving, African vibes, but yeah, I don't think, like a bodysuit, but yeah. Anyways, next up it's KP, the iconic KP. And you know what? I really like that. I really like that also, I like the headpiece. Firstly, I like the headpiece. I also like that, like she didn't, she delved into her own culture, it wasn't, like, because it's like a Zulu show that, people would wear, sort of, they lean more into, Zulu traditional way. I feel like she represents, her own culture, and I really like that about her, So yeah, shout out to her and the designer. Yeah. So now, Don't Nigga King. I really like the print outfit. I mean the print, pattern and whatever. But I just didn't like the sleeves. Like the sleeves, I don't think they went, together with the dress. And then also with Lassie, I feel like her outfit it's beautiful, but for like a traditional wedding, not for, the event, I don't think, it was a good, outfit for, like a premiere and whatever. And lastly, but certainly, most certainly not least, Queen Nadia herself, Nomza Mombasa. The hair itself is like a statement. The hair itself was amazing. Like the whole, I don't even know how to describe it, so you can just see it for yourself. But that hair was amazing. The outfit was amazing. Like she represented as the queen she is, as, the queen she's also, playing, So, yeah, like I have no words other than saying that was amazing. That was, well thought out. And shout out to her and her designer. I think apparently I heard that it's her couture. So, superstars, this is where me and you unfortunately have to part ways until we meet again next Sunday. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share, Like I said, don't be shy. Share, share to everyone, and I hope to see you again next Sunday. Bye.